Hi Danny, well thanks for speaking to us at I Am Birmingham and Bleeding Cool today. What was it like getting back to the gang again, the family again, with the most recent series of Red Dwarf?
Oh, it's great because it was a ready-made camaraderie. When you do a new show, you kind of got to feel the new cast and new producers and the new way they do things. Whereas when we do Red Dwarf, we don't have to think about that. We just go in and say, right, what's the script and when do we start?
So, is it true then that it does feel like family after all of the years? I know it's a
it was like family after, pretty much after the first rehearsal period. And no one had ever done a show like Red Dwarf before.
That's true.
So we were all in the same boat. We were kind of, you know, it wasn't really embraced by the BBC. You know, like they didn't push it like they pushed a Sherlock or, you know, a Downton Abbey or whatever. You know, they pushed those. I mean, you can't turn a leaf without seeing them and you know, with us it was just like, oh, it's those guys on BBC Two with 8.5 million viewers.
Yeah,
I had.
So on a newer channel, you're getting that support, getting that, and maybe that's why you come back for more.
We come back for more. For instance, the BBC did not really much for us. We got on Dave, we got billboards. Billboards, bus stops, and a cable channel. So that, to me, says everything.
And do you feel with this, and I've seen it for myself over the 2 days you've been here, is this bringing a new generation of Red Dwarf fans?
Yeah, this is nearly our fourth generation. Well, it is our fourth generation. The kids that I've mentioned, the kid that just saw, he was the fourth generation.
Certainly a lot of the kids I teach do watch Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's one of those programmes then, like Doctor Who I suppose, where mum and dad can sit down with daughter and son, or maybe even grandchildren, and all enjoy it together. Is it family entertainment?
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, originally, most of the letters I was getting were from young kids. You know, some as young as 12 was getting letters about Red Dwarf. You know, and in those days, I think it was the youngsters turning their parents onto Red Dwarf.
Yeah,
because alternative in those days was not for adults.
Totally agree.
And we came out of, you know, that whole alternative crowd, but we were doing the alternative show because the alternative guys were still relatively safe compared to our show.
And do people still think you're American, or even a cat, for that matter? Do people get you confused with your role?
I went to America, and the Americans thought I was American. They got freaked out by my English accent. So do many people now with Death in Paradise. A woman just told me, she said, she just came here, she said she watched both she's watched both shows, every show, every series of both shows, Death in Paradise and Red Dwarf, and she said she only just found out that I was in both of them.
And is it a hard life filming Death in Paradise?
Not really. It's got 9.5 million viewers, it's really easy.
Why do the lead actors keep on leaving the show then?
Because they're jealous of me.
That must be it.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Yeah. I mean, the worst thing in the world is to be in a show and have people come up and ask one of the supporting actors to autograph a show that they're not in. That's why they keep
I can imagine that can be a bit.
So you're sitting there in the restaurant and then these people come in, oh, can we have your autograph? And they get ready to sign. They go, Red Dwarf, oh, love it.
Now I'm going to take you on to my last question, and thank you for your time. A bit more of a serious question. Are we, as a nation, as a creative process, are we any further towards real diversity? And what I mean by that is taking an actor on for being the right actor, not for the skin colour.
Well, I mean, you know, the thing is that the fact that we have to put the word diversity into anything that is artistic means that we've still got it wrong. Because why would a company need to have a diversity? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why? What's the explanation of having diversity?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Does that mean you're admitting you just have it wrong? Or is that admitting that you can't get it right? I don't know. Because why would you need a diversity department? That says that you need someone to tell you how to diversify your company. But if you were doing the right thing, why would you need to diversify your company?
Well, let me rephrase it in a different way then. When we have Perry White, when we have other characters who've traditionally been Caucasian in the past, and now we're having actors of colour taking on these roles, and hopefully not as much fuss as we see, certainly not by the fans, maybe we are getting closer to sort of that idea.
You know what? I don't think diversity's got anything to do with casting a black guy in a white part or vice versa.
Right, okay.
The reason Red Dwarf was diverse and a champion of diversity, and even then they didn't embrace it, and then they go out and say we're looking for diversity. But you had diversity in 1987.
Yes.
You had a TV show that you know, out of the 4 people, 50% of the cast was black. The colour was never mentioned ever in nearly 30 years. The cat could have been played by a white guy. If Red Dwarf opened up with a white guy playing the cat, what would you have said? You couldn't have said, hey, that's a black guy's character. Why would it be a black guy's character?
Of course, yeah.
Because he had a pink suit on. Is that why it was black? But if the white guy had a pink suit on, it wouldn't have been any different.
Yeah.
Because he's not called the black guy. He's called the cat. So you had Lister, who was never mentioned as black. He was mentioned as a slob.
Hence the Scouser.
And hence, when it went to America, the pilot, Lister was played by a white guy.
Interesting.
And no one, you know, do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do actually. No, it's interesting.
So, the word diversity in any company that's got a department called diversity,
right?
I would call that company racist.
That's interesting.
Because you're saying that you need a special department to hire black folk. It don't make no sense. But if you're hiring on a level playing field, why would you need a diversity department? No one's ever been able to explain it to me.
It's interesting.
Why can't they answer that question?
Well, maybe because they haven't learned the answer, or maybe they just.
Well, no, because it's just bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
they know what's wrong with their company, and they haven't got the balls to fix it. That's what it is.
It's interesting.
So if anyone has got a company out there and it's got a diversity department, you're all wrong. You're wrong-uns. Because if I write a piece and it's got, for instance, I wrote my film Bucky, and it was based on a black character. But 10 years before that, I wrote a radio play called Night Talker, and it had 8 characters in it. None of them were black. So I actually did a white piece before I did a black piece. I'm diversity, and I didn't need a diversity department to hire white people. And most of my crew was white too. So you're all wrong-uns basically, because if I can do it, anyone can. And I haven't got your money.
Danny, thank you very much for that, and thank you for your time.